Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to this week's video. So, the reason I look really just rough, I think I look rough. I don't know if other people think I look rough, but I've been out all day. Some family friends that we haven't seen since I think 2017, 2018 asked if we'd be up for meeting them today. And they live a long drive away. They live quite a while away. But they're down visiting, and they asked if we wanted to meet up with them. So obviously we said yes. So we've been with them all day. So yeah, I just got home. And before I get into this video, I'm gonna say that while we were out, I managed to finish Way of Kings. Yay! This huge book. How many pages is it? Let's have a look. It is 1,118 pages. I don't know how many words, a lot of words. So I managed to finish that earlier. It was brilliant. It was hard to get into, but once I was into it and things were happening, it was like, oh, I can't stop. So yeah, I'd love to go into the second one, but one, my dad is still reading it and I want him to have finished it. Two, I want to start a Wheel of Time reread, starting with book one, and I'm going to start that at the end of August when I go away. I'm going to stay at my grandparents'. Yeah, and the next reason is the reason for this video. I have some books to unhaul, as you can no doubt tell by the title. So I'm going to start off with explaining the first couple books. So yesterday I went to Chester and I got to see one of my dear friends, Ruthie. I haven't seen her since I'm going to say January 2020. Yeah, January 2020, January, February. I saw her at a youth group that happened once a month. And I haven't seen her since then in person. We FaceTimed a bit last year and we've been messaging. But yeah, we finally managed to arrange a time. We'd arranged a couple times last year, but then something would always happen. So for instance, a lockdown would come into place, or I got sick or something, something always happened. But this time nothing happened and we actually got to see each other and it was brilliant. It was so much fun. She took me to a couple of bookshops and then a coffee shop, and I bought some books. I had money for the first time in ages and I bought books. So yeah, she took me to three secondhand bookshops. She took me to three secondhand bookshops and then she took me to Waterstones and I bought books. So she took me to two secondhand bookshops and I didn't really see anything that kind of grabbed my attention in those two, but then in the third one, and they were all really really cute bookshops, but the third one they had a couple different books. There was a Page Tune book, but it was an adult one and I'd already kind of decided I was going to try and stick to YA. But then they also had a second-hand copy of Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. And I love Girl Online. I love these books. I don't know when I first read them, but I read them. I got the three of them, the trilogy, out of the library last Christmas and read them over Christmas and the Christmas before that. So this year it means I only have to buy, unless I buy the other two, I only have to get two of them out of the library because the tradition will carry on and I will read these around Christmas. But yeah, it was secondhand and it's only, the spine has been broken, but only once. So that was a real find. And it was $1.49 for this. $1.49, bargain. So that was a no-brainer and I got it. And then we went to Waterstones. I might take this off halfway through the video because I'm really hot. And I bought two books. I spent ages, and I mean ages, trying to decide whether or not I should buy a Wheel of Time book, the second Mistborn book, or two books. Because buying the Wheel of Time book or the Mistborn book, they were both full price, same as on Amazon and stuff. Whereas I could get two I could get 2 YA books and spend around the same amount of money. So I ended up getting 2 YA books after a lot of debating. Yeah, I didn't end up getting 2 YA books. I got a YA book and a middle grade book. So I'll show you the middle grade book first. This is called Pages and Co. Tilly and the Book Wanderers by Anna James. This is the cover. I was sold by the cover. And I only read this part of the synopsis on the back. 11-year-old Tilly Pages has lived above her grandparents' bookshop ever since her mother disappeared. That was all I read at Waterstones, and I was like, yeah, I want it. It was when I got home and my sisters were out. So when they came back, I read it to Isabel, and we actually read the entire thing. And I'm going to read it to you now, and this is amazing. It sounds like such an incredible book. 11-year-old Tilly Pages has lived above her grandparents' bookshop ever since her mother disappeared. One day, Tilly's favourite book characters appear in the shop, and she discovers she can follow them into their worlds through the magic of book wandering. Can her new power solve the mystery of what happened to her mother all those years ago? That's like every book lover's dream, for your favourite book characters to appear in your room and say, come with us. Yeah, but we were kind of me and Izzy were analysing the front, because there's Alice in Wonderland and Treasure Island. I think it's Treasure Island. I've not actually read it. And then there's there's Anne of Green Gables on the back, and a rabbit, and all these cards. But it sounds amazing. So I'm going to read it, and then they can borrow it, because I think they'd really, really love it. Yeah. So that's book number 2 that I got. And then book number 3, the last one, is a YA book. And I spent absolutely ages trying to decide which one of 2 books should I get. Should I get We Hunt the Flame or Legendborn? I had to text Abby and be like, look, I'm really stuck. Which one should I get? Because when in doubt, when I'm stuck on a book, I usually turn to Abby for help. And she was like, well, personally, I'd pick this one, but this one has got a big following and it's really well loved. I'd get this one, but it's up to you. I ended up picking the one that she'd pick, plainly because when I read the 2 blurbs, this one stuck to me more than the other one. And that is We Hunt the Flame. Yeah. I'm really, really excited to read this. And I've heard a lot about it, and I've seen a lot of fanfic. And a friend told me it kind of has like Rebel of the Sands kind of vibes, like, you know, the desert kind of magic. Yeah, so I got this one, and I'm gonna try and read the blurb. If I pronounce anything wrong, please let me know. Yeah, like always, this ain't my kind of business. I'm not good at pronouncing things. So, synopsis is, Safara is the hunter. Forced to disguise herself as a man, she risks everything to provide for her people. Nazir is the Prince of Death, a feared assassin who is forever bound to the command of his father, the Sultan. Both are legends in their kingdom, but neither wants to be. When Zafira embarks on a dangerous quest to return magic to their suffering land, Nazir is sent on a similar mission, but as their journey unfolds, an ancient evil begins to stir. And on the front it says, people live because she killed, and people died because he lived. Sounds really cool. And the second one's out, so if I like this, I'm just going to go straight and buy the second one. But yeah, I'm really excited for these. So, Girl Online, Tilly and the Book Co, and We Hunt the Flame. And these were both on the buy one, get one half price table. So I had a little bit of money left over from my shopping trip with Ruthie. Sorry, I've been out all day and I'm really thirsty. And I got San Pellegrino while I was out. And this little bit of money was enough to buy a set of books that I've been saving up for ages. And if you follow my Instagram, you will probably know what these books are because I've been posting about them for ages. But when we were out, they got delivered. So I'm gonna open it. Okay, I am gonna stop every now and then just to take like a little video to post on my Instagram to promote this author. She is an indie author. I don't think I have scissors in here. Great thinking, Caitlin. Great thinking. Let's peel this off. That didn't work, did it? Hold on. I got it. I bought Sarah Sutton's 5 books. So the 5 books Sarah Sutton currently has out, I bought them all. I've been saving up for these for months, since before Two Kinds of Us was released. Sorry, there's stuff on my desk and I'm ruining it. But I wanted to buy them all at the same time. I didn't want to buy one and then want the next one but not have it and not have the money. So I just thought, you know what, I'll make a pot on my Monzo and I'll start putting money in and like saving up. So I think altogether the paperback copies were £42, 58p, I think. The Kindle editions obviously would have been much cheaper, but I wanted to be able to have these books on my shelves. Okay, I'm gonna move this actually. I just printed it out this morning and I don't want to ruin it. And if you're asking what it is, it's stuff from my writing. All right, I'm gonna move that back there if it can fit. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, they're really heavy. Oh, they look so pretty. Okay. Right. This, I think this is the, does it have the order they were printed in? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, because that was the first one. Obviously, that won't have, that might not have it in. Hold on. Yes. That one. Okay, I know what order they're in. So the first one is, hold on. The first one is What Are Friends For? And this one's about, oh, whose point of view is this one from? I can't remember. I'll put who it's about on the screen now. And this one's a friends to lovers romance, I think this one is. So I'm going to be reading them in the order I'm going to show you in now, which is release order, which is what Sarah recommended. I asked, like, on one of her live streams that I attended, I asked what order she recommends reading her books in, and she said release order, because you just kind of get there are like little hints at other characters in later books. So she said it's more enjoyable if you read it in release order. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then the second one is Out of My League, and this one's about Sophie. I know this one's about Sophie. Yeah, and that's the second one. There's not going to be much I can tell you about these books, because honestly, I don't know that much about them other than like what I've read about, like the synopsis. I've read the synopsis and that's pretty much it. And then there is a Halloween romance called If the Broom Fits, and it's about Blair. This one's really small. Yeah. So that's about Blair. I was very tempted. Sarah's selling like stickers you can put in her books that she has her signature on. She's selling them for £2 with free international shipping, and I was so tempted to buy 5 to put in these books, but they're £2 and 5 of them would have racked up and I don't have the money. So I might just buy 1 to stick in whichever one is my favourites, but we'll see. And then the fourth one is Can't Catch My Breath, which is about Addie. I've read the I'm really shaky. I've read the Kindle sample, and I've read the Kindle samples for all of the ones I've shown you so far, not the next one. And of the Kindle samples, this one I enjoyed the most. It just gives you like, sometimes it's the full first chapter and sometimes it's like half of the first chapter. I can't remember how much it was in this, but I really enjoyed it and it seemed really fun. I think this is I think this might be an enemies to lovers kind of romance. They're all contemporary, by the way. So I'm really happy because, one, I cannot wait to read these books, and two, they're all kind of different, like, you know, love tropes, and three, they're all contemporary. And I've recently gotten back into loving contemporary, like, it's a bit addicting. But I don't have many contemporary books. I have lots of fantasy and lots of sci-fi, but not much contemporary. So now I have 5 new contemporary books. And then the last one is Two Kinds of Us. This book came out at the beginning of the year, or around the beginning of the year. I can't quite remember. And this one's about Distel, or Stella. I can't quite remember which one is her alter ego. Stella. Stella is the alter ego and Distel is the girl, and then her alter ego is Stella. That was very confusing. I'm very sorry. Yeah, but this one just came out, and I think she has another book releasing in November that I'm gonna put on my wish list for both my birthday and Christmas. So yeah, that was this video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And let me know if you read any of these books and what you thought. Please no spoilers, obviously. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!